morning, VC. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Today, we are going to talk about Record Store Day. But before we do that, if you like my videos, please remember to hit the like, hit the subscribe, smash the bell, and you'll be notified every single time that I drop a video. Now, some of you may have seen in the intro that there's now a Discord group that you can join for the flip side. This was created by one of my subscribers, and he thought it would be a good way for everybody to communicate, get together, post ideas for future videos, things like that. I'm going to put a link in the description. Discord is something that's new to me, but I'm learning as I go, but it'd be a fun place to communicate, especially for those that are not on YouTube. Instagram, sorry. You're already on YouTube. So today, we're going to talk about Record Store Day. Now, rumor has it that the list is going to drop sometime around April 5th. So pretty exciting. And once the list drops, I will do a deep dive into the list, talking about the releases. So hopefully give you guys more information, kind of like I did last year. I know there was a lot of positive feedback about that. But this video is going to be on my wish list. So 10 items that I hope we see this Record Store Day, and maybe what I feel the probability is of getting them. So let's start with number 10, and this would be Concrete Blonde, Bloodletting. This is a fantastic album. It came out in the early 90s when records were not prevalent. If you have not listened to this album, go stream it, go check it out. I don't think it's very likely that we get this. More likely one day we'll see this pop up on like a music on vinyl release or something. But how cool would that be? I would be totally excited. Go check out that album if you don't know it. It's fantastic. My number 9 would be Chris Isaak, Heart-Shaped World. I had posted a few months ago that this was one of my grails, and amazingly, there was like a bazillion comments and Instagram, messages where people are like, that's my grail too. I totally want that record. And right now that record probably sells between $70 to $100. So it is a pretty rare record. I think one day this could definitely pop up in a Record Store Day release. Maybe they don't feel there's a wide audience for Chris Isaak, but certainly enough to generate a Record Store Day. So that would be awesome. Let's go for it. My number 8, Warren Zevon with The Wind. Now, this was his album he recorded right before he passed away. It's a heartbreaking album, but it's fantastic. Do I think we'll see it? More likely next year. Next year is the 20th anniversary. That came out in 2003, believe it or not. Seems like it was just yesterday. But yeah, so probably not this year. Probably next year we'll get a release of that. But I think it would be fantastic. Give us Warren Zevon's The Wind. That record right now sells for over $100. My number 7 would be AFI Sing the Sorrow. If you go on eBay right now, most people are asking $200 to $400 for this record. This is a great album. This was AFI's album, right after I believe they left Nitro Records, but before they really hit it big. But this album kind of catapulted them to that. Fantastic record. To me, it's my favorite record by that band. Come on, put it out. That would be great. They could do it like on Red and Black Wax or something. Number 6, Neil Young Unplugged. Now, I think there's a good chance we see this. Here's why. In August, they're releasing a box set where you get Freedom and Ragged Glory and Weld and Arc. So right around that time frame, right after that, he did Harvest Moon and then he did Unplugged. So you would have to assume, since Harvest Moon has already been released, has already been reissued, that we would see the Unplugged at some point. Maybe not this year, but I do think that it's got to be on the horizon. So hopefully, let's hope, guys. That's my number 6. My number 5 would be Skid Row, Subhuman Race. Skid Row has been doing reissues lately. Last year they released Slave to the Grind. It was probably the most popular Record Store Day release in terms of feedback that I received. But maybe it's because a lot of the people that subscribe to me are rock fans, but people are going nuts over that record. I know Todd, Thrashing Zombie, my bud, had to drive like 45 minutes to get it. Aaron still doesn't have a copy. And if you go on Discogs right now, people are charging $150 for that record. And that's a record that there were 3,000 of them made. So yeah, people really love that release. So Subhuman Race was the album after that, and this is their heaviest album. This is a full-on heavy metal album. Believe it or not, guys, back in the early 90s, Skid Row was touring with Pantera. I know they get looped into the hair metal because of I'll Remember You, but they were actually a much heavier band. So that would be my number 5. My number 4 would be Van Halen, the Zero demos. I don't think there's any chance we get this on Record Store Day. I just don't think that they're planning any Van Halen reissues at this point. But how great would it be to get the Zero demos? These are the demos that Van Halen made with Gene Simmons before they were signed, where Gene Simmons was trying to get them signed. That would be fantastic. I know there's tons of bootlegs out there, but it'd be great to get an actual studio reissue of that. Or release. It's never been reissued. Release. Fantastic. Number 3 would be Tom Petty, Kiss My Amps, Volume 3. Supposedly, Tom Petty recorded a bunch of shows on his final tour. It'd be great if they took some of those cuts, made Kiss My Amps Volume 3 a great send-off. I could go for a full concert of Tom Petty on the final tour, but let's at least get Kiss My Amps Volume 3 as a nice keepsake to that final tour. Now, there are lots of rumors that we are going to see a Tom Petty, a Grateful Dead, an Aretha Franklin, and a John Prine release for Record Store Day. I haven't touched on the rumors because I don't know if they're true and I don't want to get people too excited. You can Google and probably find the rumors, but keep that in mind. So there is rumors of lots of live albums on the horizon. My number 2 would be Pink Floyd, Animals, live. There's tons of bootlegs from this tour. None of them sound pristine. Maybe Pink Floyd somewhere in their archives has a concert recording from this Animals tour. We've never had a Roger Waters. Well, I guess we've had, one Roger Waters release, but no real live concert from that era of Pink Floyd. And Animals would be the perfect tour, I feel, to give us a live album. I don't think we're going to see it, but it'd be great. And my number 1 is going to be Alice in Chains' Dog album or Tripod. I think we're more likely going to see Jar of Flies. I think, if you think about it, last year, Alice in Chains did Facelift, huge success. Then they took Sap, which was the exact same record that was in the 2-record set for Jar of Flies and Sap. The only thing they did was make a jacket for it. It's got the same etching. So they already had the records there, and they were like, well, let's print more records and we'll make a new jacket. I think we're more likely to see a Jar of Flies standalone, because I think that it's just an easy way for the band to, get their fans to spend a little bit more money. But, we will go out and buy it because we love Alice in Chains. But what we really want is Tripod, the Dog album, or obviously a live album from, the early 90s. Those, I think, would be the most preferred. But we'll see. All right, guys, I will join you tomorrow with a Vinyl Finds. All right, peace, rock out. I love you. Bye.